Court Reporter with Stovalls and Associates.
Welcome to Court Reporter with Stovalls and Associates. I'm your host, Mike Iglinski. Tonight's guest is the newly appointed town board member, Robert Adams, goes by Bob, right?
Right.
All right. Welcome to the show, Bob. Anyway, just recently appointed by Governor Sandoval. Have had some extensive track record in public service in the past, but you know,
I don't know, extensive, but yeah, I try.
Enough, I think.
Right. Well, a lot of it's as I've gotten older and I've gotten more control of my time. That it's kind of wanting to do now what I wish I could have done earlier. That
Sure.
I was in a trade where, oftentimes, with job completions, we were working 60 hours a week, and call it, finally giving back. That,
Yeah. Civic-minded.
Civic-minded, finally giving back. That now that I have the time to do it, that with the economic dip, that my union advised me that I'm eligible for a pension. So I said, okay.
I'll take that on.
Right.
So where are you originally from?
I was born in New York City.
Okay.
So,
How long did you live there? Were you born and raised in New York City?
well, I was born in New York City.
Where were you raised?
Well, all over the place. I was a Navy brat, so
Okay.
a little bit of everywhere. But,
And what'd you finally lay down your roots in your adult life?
even there, it's tended to move. Very much I grew up on the beaches in Virginia Beach and then California. Cool. And it just, as work took me away from there. Also, the beaches became increasingly expensive places to live.
Absolutely.
But I probably would have been in California forever if it hadn't been for the dip in the economy there. That when the Soviets gave up in the early 90s, that people that had thought they were going to retire in the position that they were working, that all of a sudden the position wasn't there anymore. That in the case of Palmdale, there was anticipation of a run of 235 B2s, and it got cut to 35. And guys that thought they were going to retire at a Lockheed or Rockwell, they're getting the bank slips and going out the doors. And it was just
These were lifers.
This was really heartbreaking. People that never thought they'd have to look for another job were let go. I saw Vegas booming. My technical background fit well into fire alarm systems, which in a professional sense are called life safety systems. And I came to Nevada and just looking for work, just ran into somebody that told me, go down to the IBEW hall, the electrician's hall, and they'll send you out tomorrow. So I went down, talked to them, and based on the credentials that I had in California, I was on the job the next day and got my Nevada licensing. And it's one of the best decisions I ever made, because if I hadn't gone union at that time, I wouldn't be living comfortably on a union pension now.
So you came to Las Vegas is during the construction boom. You were doing commercial installation?
Yeah, I remember rolling into town and Las Vegas Boulevard, looking off to the left, and the Luxor was under construction then.
Yeah.
And it didn't look like a pyramid yet. And I'm looking off to the left going, what is that? And like 3 days later, I was walking in the gate with a hard hat on.
That's funny. Did you bring a family with you, or are you on your own?
I'm on my own.
On your own?
Yeah.
And so then you lived in Vegas for what, a couple of years, and then finally decided it was time to make the move to a more rural community, or?
Well, I'd come out of a rural community in the Yellow Valley, and yes, pretty much. I had purchased a townhome in Vegas, and it just got where I was always out of town. Kind of an irony on that is I bought an RV, and when I lived in Vegas, I was out of town somewhere in the RV every weekend that I could break free. And now that I live in Pahrump, I seldom go anywhere.
Yeah,
So the RV sits in the backyard.
What actually brought you out to Pahrump from Las Vegas?
I was looking for someplace bigger. I'd gotten debts paid off in California, and got rid of the house there. I just wanted something bigger. And 2004, the boom had already been started in Vegas. That realtors were saying, you need to make an offer on it now because it's not going to be here in an hour.
Right.
And so I took a drive out to Pahrump, and I'd been out here before, talked to Karen Schmidt, and one of the most patient people I've ever met, because I really didn't know what I wanted. But she took me, showed me a bunch of places, and finally I just saw the right one. I said, this is it, and made an offer on it. And
So you got a big piece of land, bigger house.
a bigger house, a little acre, typical acre and a quarter,
Right.
with started making it mine.
So when you moved up here, were you still working in Las Vegas?
Oh
or
yeah. I commuted for several years.
Back and forth.
Back and forth, yeah. So
So you're really committed to the community. Okay, so we're going to take our first commercial break, and we'll come back and we'll start talking about your life in public service.
all right.
Okay, we'll be right back after this commercial.
Court reporter with Stovall and Associates.